Well, hey Gundam fans, welcome to another video of Gundam Explained, and today I'm actually going to be looking at something a little interesting. It's not too big a video, but it's this Ultimate Luminous RX-78-2 Gundam. Now, this is something that's been available for a little bit now. I actually just found it at Target, and I was like, you know what, let me just check this out and see what it's all about. And yeah, let me show you what it's all about. But before we get started, check out the link in the description of this video for a giveaway I'm doing. It's a video where I explain the rules and you can comment something you'd like to get. Also, there's a link for our Discord. There's a lot of people in there. It's been a lot of fun talking about Gundam, so go ahead and join that as well. But all right, to get started, here is the figure in the box. And yeah, I kind of destroyed this opening it, but really it's actually very flimsy. And again, this thing is $10. And I mean, it seems small, but it does come with a battery and it lights up, and the sculpt is pretty decent. So I would say it's a pretty good price. That kind of goes for why the packaging might be a little cheap. But actually on the back here, it shows the different ones that you can get. Are there two RX-78-2s here? Oh, one with a beam rifle and one with a gun. So that's something I didn't even pay attention to when I pick this up. There's also a Zaku and Char Zaku. I'm sure that's blasphemous that I didn't pick up a Zaku. I know a lot of you guys are Zaku fans, but hey, I'm a Gundam fan. And here's kind of showing what it looks like when you turn on. These are the instructions. And I got to tell you, it took me a while to really figure out what to do, and let me get to that. So here is the figure, right? It looks pretty cool. I think it's got a nice sculpt. It looks good. It could probably use some panel lining. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? But yeah, you can like take off the shield, as you saw there. I didn't mean for it to do like that, but I guess you could see that as an option. So you can recreate the fight with the Dom from 0079. And so really, I guess it's just a few pieces that get this together. So that's something new I just found out. Pretty cool. It's got the beam saber. That actually comes out. Very interesting. But it stays in the hand, which you could take off. And as you can see, it falls apart easily. And I mean, really, you can take this thing apart. There's nothing stopping you from completely removing everything. Look at that. I mean, that's scary. I would not want to wake up to that at the end of my bed. But that's pretty cool. I feel like you could hollow that out and put it on some other action figure. Okay. Now that's even creepier. I do not want to know what's going on there. Very interesting that you could completely tear this down if you wanted to do some customizing. I mean, it even goes as far as that. I mean, look at how much I'm taking apart here. Look at that. I mean, this thing totally comes apart. So I'm assuming that's how it was built in the factory. They had all these little pieces, and then you just kind of slap it together. I don't know why it doesn't come in pieces. That would have been fun to build. But it does come with this separate. So this is the little piece that you have to put in. It doesn't even give you instructions on how to do it. So you kind of have to watch for like the direction you're putting it in. Something I had a hard time with, I didn't realize, is it might be obvious with a zoomed in camera, but the switch is actually down here. At first, I had trouble figuring out, like, how do I turn this thing on? I didn't know if I put it in there and pressed something on there. There was really no indication on the packaging at all. But yeah, you actually just flip this right here, and the light is on. And even with all this light here, it's pretty bright. So that's pretty cool. All right, yeah, so to kind of use it again, turn on the light here, pop it back in there, the top back on, and there you go. And the light's pretty good. I mean, even this camera's trying to compensate for the darkness, but it is lighting up, so that looks very cool. And then here it is panel lined. I think it looks really cool. Panel line, kind of giving it that look to it. So that's what's cool about this. Is very easy to customize. And then here it is, just kind of chilling on my desk. Looks very cool, all lit up. Who knows how long this battery would last, but it looks like with that little screw in the battery mechanism, it would be very easy to replace if needed. Anyway, well, that's it, really. Yeah, a little $10 RX-78-2 or Zaku, really, if you wanted, that you can get at Target or really anywhere online. Pretty cheap, fun little thing to have on your desk. It's not too big. pretty easy to customize, and the lighting feature is pretty nice. So anyway, let me know what you think. It's not like the most amazing Gundam ever, but I think it's pretty interesting that you could take the whole thing apart, rebuild it. Actually, it'd be interesting if you got some Zaku's, took those apart, and see if you could swap pieces, just like the other line of action figures they have coming out. So anyway, yeah, be sure to subscribe, like if you haven't, and we'll talk later.